Who's stupid now, huh?
Yeah. In your house with Okada. Hey, Okada in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We as them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumping in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Smoke. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Man, and I'm in your house. And you guys already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we're here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, it is Thursday, and man, what a great feeling it is to be back on a Thursday here at In Your House, because that means I get to hang out with my guys and talk a little bit of dynamite. Yeah, and talking about Dynamite with me as they do each and every week is my guy. He is the OG of professional wrestling. He puts it all together on Gonzo Sports Room, Gonzo Wrestling Room, and comes and gives some great opinions on AEW right here at In Your House. That's the OG, Tony Gonzalez. What is up, man?
Oh, not a whole lot, man. Still recovering from that long pay-per-view on Sunday.
Oh my gosh. I know you probably had to sleep your Monday away, OG.
Yeah, I'm still catching up.
I know that's right, man. So happy to have you here talking some Dynamite with us, man. I'm definitely going to get some of your thoughts on Revolution because I know you sat down and watched the whole thing. But before we do that, I got to bring on my guy. He's my brother here at In Your House, one of the hardest working men in podcasting. He was just announced to be appearing at the Squared Circle Expo, March 27th, March 28th, Indianapolis, Indiana. Come to the In Your House / Emerge wrestling table to talk to him on Wednesdays. He's the educator of Extreme, but every day he's the voice. Josh Joseph, what is up, brother, man?
What is up, House? How goes it, household? A goblin out there of chaos? I'm glad you're here. Thank you for joining us. This is another AEW Dynamite show. This is where we talk Dynamite. We're going to recap it, we're going to get into it, and we're going to let you know what we thought of this idea of a show.
Yes, we most certainly are.
You got that, Tony.
Trust me, we're definitely going to get into it. But there are a couple of things that I want to talk about before we get into Dynamite, because we're definitely going to do the good, the bad, the ugly. We do it every week. It's called Loves and Loaves. But before we get into Dynamite, we just had Revolution, and just full transparency, you guys know out there, I do it all. If I'm gonna be real with you guys, I'm gonna be real with you guys out there in the household. I didn't get a chance to watch all of Revolution. I have had my nose to the grindstone, boots to ground, and you know, I've been pounding the pavement, promoting and getting ready for this expo. It's the only thing that has just been on my mind, obsessed, because I want this to be great for In Your House. I want this to be great for people like Annie O'Neill, The Voice, Josh Joseph, Hypocrisy Jones, the people who come on here every single week, help out with the page, help out with content. I'm obsessed with this because I want it to be great for these people. But I do know OG and Voice did get a chance to watch the entire show. So I'm going to go to my guys here before I have another topic I want to talk about before we get, because I have one more thing to talk about after I get your guys' Revolution thoughts, and then we're going to get into Dynamite. So OG, give me some of your overall thoughts, high points, low points, whatever have you, of AEW Revolution.
It was a pretty good show. It could have been a great show. If it would have been trimmed down a little bit, just a couple little things. It could have been a 9.5. It could have been a 10. I mean,
Okay.
it had that capabilities. But
Okay.
for me, I'm a wrestling fan. I'm not a sicko. I'm not a AEW sicko, and so that a lot of the stuff they like is not necessarily down my alley. Like the main event. The main event was still pretty good. 46 minutes was too long.
Ooh.
For the main event was too long. They could have cut 10 minutes off that easy.
Yeah.
But a pretty enjoyable show overall. I'm gonna give it a 7.5. I could, but again, I think if it had been cut an hour, 45 minutes, I think it could have been an 8.5 or a 9. One thing that really bugged me on the first part of the show, the way it was booked, and I don't know if you guys noticed it, but in the first 3 matches, 4 times people kicked out at one. And I'm not talking about early in the match. I'm talking about late in the match.
What?
Hawked up and kicked out at, I don't know if hawked up's the right word, but kicked out at one.
Yeah.
3 times or 4 times in 3 matches, the first 3 matches.
Oh my God.
And that bugged me. And then also the way the show was booked, they had a lot of surprises, but I mean they front loaded it. I mean,
Yeah, they sure did. That's what I heard.
I thought they could have maybe spaced that out a little bit. I just think some of the booking, if they would have changed things a little bit, it could have been a really, really great show. I know the sickos thought it was a 9 out of 10 or a 10 out of 10, and that's fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what they prefer and that's what they like, I'm not going to put anybody down for that. But for me, I thought it could have hit a lot harder with just a few changes. But and don't get me wrong, I thought everybody on the show put out all they could put, worked their ass off. It was nothing against the talent and what they was doing in the ring. It wasn't nothing like that. I thought it was a pretty good show overall.
Yeah, that's what people were saying is that, and like you said, I think you nailed it perfectly when you said the AEW sickos, because I've heard more reasonable wrestling fans say, oh, this is about an 8. It was pretty good. It was this and that. But yeah, those sickos are easily calling it pay-per-view of the year, 9 out of 10, blah, 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 yada, yada, yada. And like, I get what, if you like OG is saying, if you like what you like, that's great. But yeah, man, there's definitely when it comes to AEW, as much as I enjoy AEW, we talk about it every week, and there are things that I find enjoyable. They need to take heed to the words less is more, because and I think OG said it weeks ago on this show. AEW, Tony Khan, they want to give you your money's worth. But sometimes, and like he said, like OG said weeks ago, sometimes you could cut off 45 minutes, an hour or whatever, and you're still giving them their money's worth. I appreciate the fact you want to over-deliver, but sometimes it's too much. And like with me, the opening for Dynamite, too much. We'll get into that, but I got to give it over to my guy, Voice here. We got Salvador in the chat, though. Appreciate you guys joining us, because we got Daniel Garcia up in there now. He just popped up. He said Mark Davis has surprised him, and then Salvador was in there, too, and he's been commenting for quite a bit. So thank you guys for joining us here, talking some AEW Dynamite. But Voice, it is your time now. Give me some of your thoughts on AEW Revolution.
Revolution was exactly what Tony was saying. Me and him spoke about it. I believe it was last night. He asked me my opinions on it. If they would have trimmed down a couple of these matches, I mean, honestly, what do we need a tornado trios match when you already had a trios?
You already had a trios title match,
and
like,
that match got,
dude,
and that match got put higher on the card than this non-title match, because why? Gabe Kim's kids in it and fucking Darby Allin. Oh wow,
my
cool.
God, don't get me going on that. We'll talk.
Like, all right, cool. XPW was a thing. I guess we want to keep it around, and these two are trying to keep it alive. But yeah, I would have trimmed that match off. Honestly, I would have put the trios title match on 0 Hour. I mean, some of this stuff is just ludicrous with how they put it.
Yeah.
I enjoyed the show, though, so I know that you're getting mixed match from me and all this, but I enjoyed Revolution as a whole. I absolutely adore the fact that MJF represented old drunk Terry Funk in
That
those
was one of
tights.
my highlights, bro. That gear was absolutely fire.
I thought so too. And, I also thought that I'm going to say Brody King is living up to him, what they're trying to build him into. I am enjoying the Brody King storyline. I don't care who they put in front of him. I want to see it. He's delivering. Swerve is on top of his game. That match, it's not one of those where you're going to be like, oh, this is the best match I've seen out of these guys. But on that pay-per-view, it was one of the best matches of the night. And the emotion that they are able to still deliver with Brody is something, that's a wave you need to ride until the sun sets on it. Because Brody King, he, at the end of this year, he's going to be AEW's world title, heavyweight title holder.
Listen, I think that you got to move with Brody King. As you were talking, I was literally thinking things are starting to fall in his direction, but I think that AEW's got to get behind him. Like, remember back when you were super high, you were super high on Willow Nightingale before AEW was super high on Willow Nightingale.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? Like,
oh, yeah.
You knew that Willow Nightingale was making good moves. She was putting on good matches, telling good stories on her own without company backing.
Yeah.
And then what happened? The company got behind Willow Nightingale. And now Willow Nightingale is one of the best features on the show.
She had two matches on this.
Brody King needs the company to get behind him.
Yeah.
He needs the company to get behind him so that way we can grow this organically. Like, I know it's like, oh, we need the company to get behind him to grow it organically. That sounds like a contradiction. No, he needs company backing. He needs the company to back him up and say, hey, this is a guy we're hitching our wagon to. This is a guy that we're getting serious about, and you're going to see a lot more Brody King. We're going to put him in your Now, the only downside with that is if the company backs Brody King, we all know how wrestling fans get. We love a guy that's anti-establishment. We love to get behind the guy that the company's not getting behind. The only fear is that the fickleness of the wrestling fans, if the company gets behind Brody King, then some of the fans aren't going to be behind Brody King anymore because they're fickle, because you want your guy to be the guy until your guy becomes the guy. I mean, I don't know how else to say it.
Dude, you're 100% right on it, but Howse, I want to take you back to Wednesday when me and you sat down and I told the story of Cactus Jack and Shane Douglas. Mm-hmm. What did Cactus Jack do? He went anti-hardcore. He went against. He became the establishment. And guess what? They still loved him.
Yep.
They still followed the story. They still sunk in. If Tony Khan is this true wrestling fan that he says he is, and not this spoiled brat who got the privilege to be at ECW shows, you little son of a bitch. Ooh, that makes me mad.
Man, I can't believe he was at ECW shows.
I've only seen one, and my favorite guys weren't even there. So dang. I'm a little salty about it, but we'll move on. But if you're a true fan of it, you will dip back into those stories. Why not? Why not dip back into those stories? You have the perfect franchise, MJF, up there being MJF. And you have the perfect guy who you can fucking mold into something and then swerve everybody around. Have him follow MJF for a while. Have him be MJF's and then turn on MJF. Have him buy into the establishment.
Yep. And then it'll all be a trick.
Exactly. I love it.
Kind of like when Daniel Bryan joined the way, it's an infiltrated from the inside. I like it. I like it. Because it would throw people off thinking that Brody went up against his morals when really he was just trying to get close to the champ.
Yeah.
I like it. I like that a lot for sure.
What's
How's
up,
it
Connor?
going, Connor? What is up, man? We've been seeing that you've been joining us a lot lately, so we appreciate you, man. How's it going, bro? But yeah, I hear what you're saying with Brody King, man, and I think you've got to go with it. Hopefully, AEW sees something in them because, like Tony has said. I think he said it a couple of weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago. To me, I'm watching this Dynamite, and it really feels like AEW is starting to fall back into some bad habits a little bit when I watch Dynamite. And once again, we're going to talk about that. But this is a perfect transition into what the other topic I wanted to talk about, because we're talking about some bad habits. And as far as bad habits, we've got to talk about Ricochet and his social media game. Because if I know you guys saw the news, both of you fellas probably saw it out there about everything that happened with Ricochet. And Ricochet's become very notorious on social media about clapping back at fans. And sometimes he gets really harsh. And the comment that he said to this fan, a lot of people felt like it was pretty harsh. Now, it was a video on AEW's page that they shared on their X account. And a fan commented on this promo of Ricochet's and said his acting hasn't improved. And Ricochet responded to this comment because I don't know if Ricochet is just filtering his Twitter to only see the things where people mention him, but this dude is chronically online. He's chronically online. He saw the comment and he told the person, "I'm glad you have MS." This person has obviously a disease, MS, and it hit a lot of people the wrong way. And I personally wasn't offended by it. And if anybody, anybody who knows anybody who has MS or anything, I would totally understand why you would be, feeling some type of way about it. I get that. But this is a heel, so we got to keep that in mind too. But on the flip side, I knew something like this was going to happen, OG. I knew something like this was going to happen, Voice, because once you open up that floodgate to let Ricochet say whatever he wants online, because he said some things. He's talked about WWE. He's come at fans a lot online. He comes at fans a lot. Like, I would never imagine this dude who seemed like a pretty happy guy, like athlete, and seems like things are really like falling his way in life, that he would be so pissed off online. This dude is just, once again, like I said, chronically online. He had to walk the comments back. He apologized. Apparently, from reports I'm saying, AEW didn't make him apologize. He willingly apologized. I'm seeing other reports. I'm not saying these reports are true. I'm just saying I'm seeing reports saying that his job is at risk or whatever. I don't know if we need to go that far. But the thing about it is, I knew this was going to happen, bro. I knew this was going to happen because once he started going crazy online and nobody stopped him, I'm like, he is going to say something eventually that he's going to have to walk back. The same thing happened to MJF too, because MJF wasn't chronically online on the same shit that Ricochet is, because Ricochet just seems like pissed off all the time. Like, that dude seems pissed. But MJF was being a heel on X. And he doesn't get on X as much unless he's making a statement. I think he kind of learned his lesson on that. I tell you, man, WWE wouldn't let Ricochet do this shit. That's why you didn't see him go this ape shit until he left WWE and came to AEW, because he started doing it and nobody checked him. I don't have a problem with the heel shit, bro. I just knew that eventually he was going to say something that he was going to have to get in trouble for and walk back. Voice, I know you're an advocate for free speech. I know how you are or whatever, so I got to get your thoughts on this, bro. Ricochet finally said something that got his ass got. Where are you at with it, bro? What do you think?
Yeah, he definitely crossed the line. Right now, to me, Ricochet, he seems like he's trying. He's trying to be the guy, the heel. And he's right now coming off as the new kid who came to class. And you ask him, hey, what's your name? And you see on his file, it might be something, and he tells you a different thing. He tells you something else because he doesn't want you to know who he is. He's mysterious. He's got his own little nickname for himself. He calls himself Cobra. He said he got it at his other school. All his friends called him Cobra. No one called you Cobra. No one's calling you a real life tough guy, Ricochet. You got to know where. Look, MJF is one of the most talented heels out there right now. And I'm about to probably piss off a lot of people in our fan base. Logan Paul is one of our best heels of our generation. Dom. All of those guys are active on social media and they don't crash out like this. They don't say things like that. Like, I get trying to go at somebody and trying to attack them. All you told me, Ricochet, is that you got a soft spot, and it's your ability to deliver a storyline. So now all the trolls know where did they touch your Ricochet? Show us on the doll. Because right now, that's
they know
all
the crack
you're
in
doing.
the armor.
Exactly. So that's what you do. You attack it. He's not out of the woods yet. I'm glad that he recognized his stupidity, and he decided he wasn't told to. He decided to. So there has to be a path of redemption, or nobody's going to be a good person. So we have to get him.
If we can't, I'm sorry. If we
No,
can't,
go ahead.
if there's no path to redemption, what's the point of trying to be good again?
Exactly. And that's where we're at. So we have to either figure it out. Ricochet's been doing good. I've liked his stuff as of late. I don't like this stuff. And yes, I am an advocate of free speech. He has the freedom to fucking say all he wants. But he also has to recognize that with that freedom comes consequences when people don't like what you say. And when the masses say something, you better fucking listen, because they're the ones who they make the puzzle pieces fit.
It. Yep.
So, Ricochet, I hope someone teaches you how to be a troll.
Yeah.
That's really what you want to be.
Either do it the right way or don't do it at all. Because here's the thing. I don't understand why bro don't just Kevin Durant it and make a burner account. Like just get a burner, bro. Like,
I got one.
And there you go. Like, get a burner. Fuck it. Like, I don't care what you do, bro. Get a burner. That's the thing. But like, he can't keep doing this, bro. He cannot keep doing this. Like, you can't. And there's growing suspicion. Like, and I even thought about it too. Like, is he playing a heel on social media, or is Ricochet just honestly a dick? Like, that's where we have to have that conversation. Like, is he playing a character on social media, or is he seriously just a jerk? Like, I'm wondering, like, I'm looking at the landscape of wrestling social media on this subject, and I feel like we're all just overlooking the fact that Ricochet might just be a fucking dickhead. Like, straight up. Like, he might just be a dickhead. Because I have never seen somebody, like, do what he is doing. Like, I understand that somebody will leave the company and maybe have, like, hit a couple of podcasts and get pissed off or whatever, and like CM Punk did it. He hit a couple of podcasts after he walked out of WWE, and then after that he went on about his business. Karrion Kross went on a couple of podcasts after he left WWE, then he went on about his business. Ricochet don't know when to shut the fuck up, man. He doesn't know when to stop. Like, this dude is constantly talking about WWE, constantly going at the fans, constantly this, constantly that. Bro, I'm about to give it to OG Tony and get his thoughts, but I'm going to say this. Brother, you're living your dream. You're making way more money than anybody on this podcast is ever probably going to see ever. And that's just the honest truth. You got a beautiful wife. She might not have the best personality, but you got a beautiful wife. What the fuck are you doing chronically online, bro? If I lived your life, I would not be on X 24/7. I promise I wouldn't. I promise I wouldn't. I don't understand. OG, what do you think, man? Where are you at with this whole Ricochet thing? And are you glad that he finally kind of got pulled back a little bit?
Well, I'm glad he got pulled back a little bit, but the thing that kind of sticks in my craw a little bit, you got a guy like Trey Miguel, who got fired.
Got
got fired, and then and don't get me wrong, I don't want
Uh-oh.
Ricochet to get I don't want Ricochet to get fired.
No. I know where you're going. I know exactly. Go ahead. Go ahead.
But I want to
Preach it,
explain.
Tony.
I want somebody to explain to me why Trey Miguel's not there.
I I could chime in on that, Tony. He might have been talking about the wrong people.
Yeah,
I'm just throwing it out there, Tony.
yeah. You
It
might be
makes
right.
no fucking sense. That is a great fucking point. Why is Trey Miguel not with the Rascals? Oh, because he said something insensitive? Telling a motherfucker I'm
7
glad
years
you-
ago.
7 years ago. That's my point.
7 years ago.
Guys, I still think the reason Trey Miguel's not there is because he used to go with MJF's wife. That's been in the back of my mind for a while. I mean, I wonder about that because we're talking about something that was said 7 years ago. I mean,
Yeah.
Briscoe got to come back, even even with the things that he said. Now, of course, his brother died. Probably the reason he got to come back, which is not
Yeah.
really right.
Yeah.
But I mean, but
Get
I
your
mean,
foot
I
in the
don't.
door.
Yeah, he got his foot in the door, but it don't make sense. And I'm not, Ricochet, he it don't make sense because I know he wasn't happy in WWE, and that's fine. But also, if he wasn't in WWE, he wouldn't be making the money he's making right now in AEW.
I mean, the facts are just rolling in here from OG. I mean, I can't think of a better take than that Trey Miguel take. I just can't.
Yeah, that's a great take. And why are
just
we not
can't.
talking about his in-ring? The last time we talked about Ricochet, I said we need to be talking about his in-ring. if
You
we're going-
sure did. You sure
here
did.
we are
And
again.
here we are having this conversation.
Like it's getting to a point to where it's like, what are we doing? And I've kind of flipped. I'm kind of pissed off now because of exactly what you said, Tony. Why the fuck is Trey Miguel not in there?
Yeah, because in my opinion, I don't think Ricochet's a lot more talented than Trey Miguel.
They do the same things.
A lot of the same things.
They do a lot of the same things.
I would say even though Ricochet has struggled on the mic, but since he's been AEW, I think he's better on the. I think he's better on the mic.
He's
than
gotten
Trey.
better. He's gotten
Yes,
better.
I think he's probably a little bit better than Trey on the mic, but that's something that they could work with. I mean, it don't make any sense. And another thing, why ain't the Rascals being used?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I know that's a different topic. But
Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah.
It
But
just
they're controlled controversy. You can write controversial storylines for the Rascals and get the same amount of attention that Ricochet's getting right now with real life fucking assholeness.
yeah.
Here's my thing. Like, I'm not saying Ricochet needs to be fired for this incident. I'm saying that I think what's fair is that Ricochet needs to be on the bubble. Not for just this incident, but for just the fact that he seems like a crash out in general, and he just lost the national championship. And let me ask you this: for somebody that's bringing that type of publicity to your company, and he's still improving on the mic, he's still trying to get better, and you just let go of Trey Miguel, the guy that you probably could have him do the exact same thing that Ricochet does for less money. Like, this guy needs to absolutely be on the bubble. He needs, like, I'm not saying that he needs to be made an example of, because let's be honest, Trey Miguel was the example that they made, which is wrong, but like, he needs to be on the bubble because, like, we can't keep promoting this. We can't keep letting this dude do this dumb shit, and then we're just like, oh, yep, here he is. Here's him in the demand on Collision. Like, nothing happened. Like, bro, check him, put him on the bubble, let him know that if this keeps up, we're going to get you out of here, and then you're going to be begging WWE for a job, hoping you can get back into NXT. Check this dude.
I think they should take him off TV for about 3 or 4 months. Look at Sammy Guevara. And don't get me wrong, Sammy Guevara's messed up more than once. But
Yeah.
Sammy Guevara's on Ring of Honor. That's about it. I
Yeah.
mean, I think that maybe they do that to Ricochet. Hey, send him to Ring of Honor for 3 or 4 months, and maybe
He needs to know that this social media shit matters when you're a public figure. We already got an example made of Trey Miguel. This dude needs to be on the bubble. He needs to know that this is not okay.
Yeah, I agree. Real quick,
Yeah.
have you guys been following Sammy's social medias?
Not lately, no. I know he's going to be at
Dude.
the Expo. I haven't been following, though.
So his daughter has been doing wrestling moves out of nowhere. She sneaks her mom in for like a hug or a kiss, and then she's RKO'd her at the dinner table and shit.
That's
So,
amazing.
what the reason I bring that up is because we go from whatever kept Sammy from being presented on television to now his social medias are like this, to where he's showing his family and all those things. He's learned his lesson. Let's get
Growing
Sammy
up.
back there. Not before the expo, though. Sammy, I want to meet you at the expo. I have your minifigure with the sign that you can write on it. I need you to sign that. I want to keep it. I do not want to sell it. I want it on my wall.
Hey,
Sorry, I had to shamelessly plug my,
Hey, no, that's good because he's gonna be at the expo, bro, and I absolutely agree with you, man. I think that we need Sammy back on TV. I think Ricochet needs a demotion. I think we got to send this guy a message. I'm not once again, it's not for this incident alone. It's for the fact that it seems like I don't know. I'm not one to speak on anybody's mental health or anybody's situation. It just, the math isn't mathing that this dude left the company that he said he was unhappy at, that he wasn't getting the opportunities. He went to a company that is giving him opportunities to do the things that people say that he's weak at, and try to grow with that. Why are you still looking behind you, bro? It makes absolutely no sense. Once again, I'm not one to diagnose or anything like that, but like, dude, what is up here mentally to where you got so much motion ahead of you, but you keep looking behind you? It makes absolutely no sense to me. Zero sense.
Moving weird, bro. I think that's what the
100%.
kids say.
You're right. Yeah, he's moving weird. You're right. All right, so we're gonna do our loves and lows. We're gonna take a super quick break. Then when we come back, we are going to do those loves and lows and talk about some Dynamite.
Hello everyone, it's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
Hey guys, it's the executive producer of the In Your House podcast, Alakan the Con Man House, here to tell you on this commercial break to like and subscribe to In Your House on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook at the In Your House Wrestling Podcast. Subscribe on Twitch at Team IYH. And remember to follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And leave a review and 5-star rating. We thank you for your continued support. It all helps for us to stay charted and continue to give you that work.
Hey guys, welcome back to In Your House. It's the AEW Dynamite review show. We're about to do just that and review some Dynamite. We talked a little bit of the best moments in the opinion of OG Tony and the voice of Revolution. We talked about Ricochet and his social media woes that he can't seem to get through. And we're going to continue that conversation. Real quick before we get to Dynamite, I don't know if you saw this, but Ricochet's fiance Samantha Irvin, she actually deleted her ex and was sharing like some death threats, I guess, that she got or whatever from some fan, which that's not cool. I'm not the biggest fan of Samantha Irvin, but I'm just like, what the hell? I'm like, what is this stuff? But like, also, I could definitely see Samantha Irvin, because I'm kind of peeping her game a little bit more, of like maybe having somebody send some stuff to her and then maybe she'll like shop it a little bit or whatever and make it seem like, oh, I can't believe somebody sent me this. Like, bro, that was your girlfriend two apartments down. Quit playing. You just sent her that so you can try to get some attention. Like I can see it, bro. Right. I'm just saying, I could see it. I don't know. Samantha Irvin, she kind of, once again, like, listen, I'm not one to sit up here and try to diagnose anybody. I'm just gonna say this, and then we're gonna talk Dynamite. Ricochet and Samantha Irvin definitely seem like they belong together, and I'll
You
leave
were
it at
fired.
that. They definitely seem like they belong together. But all right, we're gonna do loves and lows of AEW Dynamite, the March 18th, 2026 edition. I'm gonna give it to OG first here with his love and lows, because I'm still trying to figure out what my love is because I got so many lows. I'm not gonna lie, but but OG, what's your love, man?
My love was real easy. It was the MJF promo.
Oh, you took mine because that's what it was. Yeah, it was amazing.
Well, I'll be honest with you, there wasn't nothing else.
Listen.
That I remember.
MJF promo was a magic. It was magic.
And the bad sad part of it, that was a tape promo. It wouldn't even, which it should have been. He shouldn't have been there live. After a match like that, he shouldn't have been there live. So I didn't have a problem with that. I really liked that. I thought the Swerve thing was okay. Wasn't great,
okay.
but still a little forced, I think. But it was okay. I was surprised by Mina getting the win. That kind of shocked me. Actually, it was a shock, and it really don't make sense. If you're trying to build up Marina, that don't make any sense. And if Ronda Rousey's possibly coming in, that don't make any sense either. But
I hated it. I hated when I saw that.
I don't think she's coming in. I think she was there just to promote because she's got that fight coming up May 16th. I don't think they're going to endanger that. And then if she loses that fight, what good is she to AEW? So
she's going to lose that fight.
So I don't know. Actually, man, my loaves was, I hate to say it, kind of the rest of the show. I just was not a fan of the show.
Okay, I'm gonna let you get into it. I just want to say thank you for saying that, because I really watched this show and I was like, fuck, is it just me or is this show like way below average, especially after an amazing pay-per-view?
Well, and they struggle after pay-per-views. This is not unusual. Now, I thought this was even lower, though. On a scale of 1 to 10, guys, for me, this was a 6. And I usually don't give them like that. I really don't, but it just... And if I offend him out there, I'm sorry. I'm just giving my opinion.
It's your opinion, and you're allowed to have it.
If you thought it was a real good show, that's fine. I mean, I'm not going to say you're wrong. I'm just saying my opinion. It didn't flow. I watched some other podcasts, and a lot of them are homers talking about, well, the show wasn't a great wrestling show, but man, they did so much with storylines. And I'm like, tell me what they did. Somebody tell me what they did. I mean, yeah, we got
right in the pussy.
I mean, and the other thing is, guys, you got the pay-per-view coming up on April 12th. I mean, this show was important because 3 more weeks, you got a pay-per-view. And the only match you got set up is FTR and FTR and
Open Cage,
and Cope. Yeah, and that wasn't set up. That was just thrown together. I'll just be honest.
Yep.
So, yeah, it was not a. It was. I think they'll come back strong next week, hopefully. But yeah, this was a big miss for me.
I am, especially the caliber of opinion that you give, OG, and the connoisseur of wrestling that I know that you are, which is why we value your opinion here. That I'm glad to hear that, because I was watching that show, I'm like, is it just me, or can I not get into this episode of Dynamite like at all? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys out there in the household. This is probably the first week of Dynamite where I had to force myself to watch it again, because I just wasn't into it like that. I watched it, I checked it out, but I was not like invested like I have been so many. And once again, I'm gonna come back next week, so we're not here to trash your product. We're not here anything. I'm gonna come back next week. I'm just saying, for me, and obviously OG too, because he just said it, and then we're going to let Voice give his take. For me, this was a below average performance, a below average episode of Dynamite. Voice, give me your loves and lows.
Obviously I love the MJF thing, but I also love the MJF. We found out that he's paying Don Callis' family to take people out. So I enjoy that. I think we're going to get a really good match if they are setting it up for Andrade versus MJF. I think that's going to be a spectacular match if we get there. I don't know. after this show, I am not certain on where they're going.
Yeah.
I enjoyed Juice Robinson back
Yeah. Yeah.
to more of a full time role. We're seeing a little more of Juice. I like Juice. I think he's great. I wish they did more with him. Um, I guess my biggest love of this was the seeing the fans love Will Ocean Spray. Um, they love this dude. They're happy he's back, things like that. I wasn't a fan of the match. I wasn't a fan of the opening. It seems like
That
to
was so
me,
overly convoluted. Oh my
yeah,
god.
to me, there a big issue, like Tony said, is right after the pay-per-views, and it's like they're trying to build on things that they've just ended or closed a chapter on. And after that, you need to do like what MJF did. He came out, he dictated that the adrenaline is worn off and he's feeling everything, but it doesn't fucking matter because he won. So that he's still riding a high off of that. I'm not feeling that even from Jack Perry, Jungle Boy. I'm not feeling that from him. You dude, you just went through a well, not a a gauntlet match with a battle royal and flippy doos and all these things. Like, just give us A, B, and it'll equal C. We're
Hmm.
we're wrestling fans. It's simple. Just give us
Yeah.
the simple meat and potatoes.
Keep
We'll
it
figure out the
simple,
rest.
dog.
That
Keep it.
and that falls right into where my hate is, my loathe of it is they don't keep it simple right after a pay-per-view. Right after a pay-per-view, there's still, like I believe somebody said earlier, they just keep the gas down and they're just like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Take a break, pump it
You
back a
got
little bit,
to. You got
tell
to.
us more. And like Tony said, those guys out there saying, well, this was real storyline based. Where the fuck was the story? What story got pushed that night? Because to
You
me, the
fast
only
tracked Cope Cage and FTR. I mean, what? I
so
mean, what?
there goes that story. we,
Yeah.
I mean, do you call the Swerve Strickland wanting to be an EVP a beginning of a storyline? I mean, he's already
no,
been into a pretty tight storyline with Kenny Omega. And what is he? What's his benefit? Kenny Omega being the EVP. Honestly, what's the benefit? Like, what is he? What does he? What can he do that Swerve wants? What does Swerve want? He wants power. What's the power? That he can put himself in an AEW championship match whenever he wants to? Is that I don't? What are we fighting over?
Well, they said he was already the number one contender. So
What are we fighting over?
yeah.
it didn't make any sense.
Well, and that's the thing, Tony. That's where I come back to. Just give us A and B, and we'll figure out C. What they're doing is they're giving us half of the fucking alphabet and then being like, well, we already got that match set up. Bro, you have 3 weeks. You could have told us some more stories because I don't know about you guys, but Edge and Christian were one of my favorite tag teams back in the day because they could tell a fucking story. They could get a crowd going. They could do all these things. Exactly. Like, you don't, and where they're at now in their careers, you can still tell captivating stories with these two. I mean, they're older men in this profession where young men are trying to either take them out or, take their place. And you gotta fucking be able to tell stories with that. And these guys can. I'm sorry, Salvador threw me off here. Yes, we talked about this. We we
Finish.
said that this should have been a fucking idea that they went with. Uh,
That's why I'm saying pin that comment because we've literally like that's cool, Salvador. We appreciate
dude,
you all coming
and
up in here, bro.
did you see Connor here? He's going out to JCW. Sorry we
Ooh,
didn't get to that earlier, Connor, but
yeah,
that's
man.
great,
Sorry
man.
about that, dude. We got so deep in the conversation. That's awesome, but yeah, I don't know, man. I This was a down week, for sure. Like a way. I'm not even gonna lie, guys. It's a way down week. We'll cap this off. Call this a good episode with my loves and lows. My love is the MJF promo. All right. There we go. Do this. Go ahead and do the show closer. We're done. We're done here. Oh man. But all right. Let me go ahead and go through my laundry list of lows because it's long this week, gentlemen. That opener was once again way too overly convoluted. That was just. I don't even know. I just don't even know. You have Ospreay coming back. He wins a match against Blake Christian. Then he calls out the Death Riders. He says he's happy to be back. Death Riders come out. Pac comes out and, puts him in. It looked like it was like a Rings of Saturn type move, but he had like his neck a little bit, which of course it was the injured neck, the reconstructed neck of Will Ospreay. And somehow after getting beat up and having security come and have to take Pac off of him, suddenly Ospreay's fine and Roppongi Vice is coming out to the ring and he's fighting people on the stage and stuff and he's gone and he's just suddenly good. He's fine. All right.
That's the ocean spray in him.
That's the ocean spray apparently because he was just magically fine. And I'm like, well, that's stupid. He just sat up there and put a submission on him to where the damn security had to pull him off of him on his reconstructed neck. And he's suddenly fine up and fighting it. Just dumb stuff. And then at the beginning of the show, the recap of Revolution, the first thing that we show is the main event situation with MJF in the Texas Death Match against Hangman, and we're ending the video promo of your show, your Revolution show, with the Rizzler getting pushed down by Shane Taylor, and Shane Taylor getting into it and getting slapped by Wayne Brady and getting speared by Big Justice. What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we showing your most important stories in this vignette of stories that you're showing of string of events that happened at Revolution, and you're showing the most important stuff first and the stupidest shit last? What are we doing? Somebody needs to be fired. I can do better production than that. I can do better production than that. That was awful. I mean,
they Tarantino'd it. They showed it in reverse.
I guess. I mean, what are we doing? Then I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful, but why would you show anything on the pre-show? I mean, it's on the pre-show for a reason.
You can go to YouTube, watch it there.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to people. It's on the pre-show. But how many times have you seen WWE when they show their highlights? Are they showing anything on the pre-show?
They're not.
Sunday Night Heat, this is what happened.
Last. They say look, when stuff happens in the main event, it's the last thing they show in the video. This is ridiculous. This is awful. Another thing, Gabe Kidd and Darby Allin.
Oh, God.
Get that shit out of here. Get it out of here. What are we doing with the car flip and beating up each other? We're trying to do something cinematic. These two can wrestle in my backyard. I'm not opening up the window. Pack that shit up. I don't care. I mean, I literally don't care in the slightest bit about War Ready, Gabe Kidd, and Darby kill himself Allen in a parking lot. I don't care. Swerve Strickland. Why do you want your number one contender? Why do you want to be EVP? You're not making any sense, bro. And Prince Nana, amazing wrestling manager, incredible wrestling manager. He's literally just there dancing like a damn fool. I don't understand what's going on anymore. The Swerve Dad has jumped the shark. It's not cool anymore. It's not. Listen, this show, Speedball Mike Bailey, put on some damn boots. Stop wearing kick pads with no boots. It's stupid. You look stupid. That's awful. I hate it. I mean, come on, man. What are we even doing anymore? Once again, I'm gonna come back next week, and I mean, if I could find the love, I mean, I was happy to see Roppongi Vice in the main event. I mean, I love Roppongi Vice. I watched him a lot in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Rocky Romero and Trent Beretta, love them. I guess that could be a love, but this episode was just for me, once again, I can only speak for myself, an absolute miss. And I got to take another point away because John Moxley was on TV, and I hate it when John Moxley's on my TV. It was just, and the pacing of the show was weird. The opening was clunky. We rushed the end, like as far as like coping in cage or whatever. We're already, and you know what? I just don't think AEW book shows well when the gap of time between pay-per-views is so short. I just don't think they do. Prove me wrong. I just don't think they book good shows when it's like 2 or 3 weeks between pay-per-views. I just don't. For me, this episode of AEW Dynamite, outside of the few things that I said, absolute miss. Absolute miss.
I almost
quick.
died.
Real quick, I did have kind of another love because a guy commented earlier. Mark Davis is doing some good stuff.
He is. I'll agree with that.
He is looking good in the ring. I hope they can find something for him other than just kind of being the lackey. The guy takes losses for his team. Oh, another thing too. This is not a love or low. Josh Alexander got hurt last night at a knee, and it looks like it might be bad.
Oh, no, that's not good. He's super talented. I hate to hear that.
Yep.
I hate to hear that. Oh, that sucks. Especially like, oh, man, that sucks. Oh, he was already like in a weird spot with the Don Callis family as it is. And now these injuries, man, are just eating this stuff up, man. Okay. Let's go ahead and do the ratings. I know we already got the ratings from OG. I think he said 6 out of 10. Is that 6.5 out of 10?
Yep. Yes, 6.
6. Okay.
And I was being nice. I don't go much lower than 6, but I could have.
I understand, and I totally understand. For me, 4.5 out of 10. I just didn't see a whole lot. I know that's harsh, but I just didn't see a whole lot of good out of this episode. I just didn't, man. And like when I watched the show and I'm looking back, because anytime, just pulling the curtain back here, ladies and gentlemen, anytime we talk about a show, I always bring up the results just as a little refresher on like another window on my browser here, just to kind of look. And I'm like looking at the results from the show, and I'm like, didn't like that, that was whack, that was lame, didn't stand out to me, oh, that sucked. Like when I can go to the rundown of your show, like if I can go to the AEW website and go to the results of your show, and I'm reading literally all your headlines and all of them are whack to me, that's not a good show. That's not a good show. Just didn't see a whole lot that was good out of this show, and I have to go with my gut. My gut was telling me 4.5 out of 10. Voice, what about you?
Guilty as charged.
I'm gonna go with Tony. I'm gonna give him a 6. I'm not impressed with this episode, but I am intrigued by what's about to happen with storylines. I'm voting with hope. So sure. 6, and I'm gonna be back next week to watch it and see where they go. Hopefully, by the end of the first hour, I'm not rewatching Seinfeld episodes again. But, I'll try really hard. And, I'll be prepared for the show.
Yeah, no, I know you will. You're always prepared, bro. You're always prepared. But, yeah, this it just didn't hit for me, man. And that sucks because I was really looking forward to a good episode of Dynamite after Revolution, and we just didn't get that. Like this brand is what it is because of the fact that we give our honest opinions and people enjoy that we don't just kiss AEW's ass or kiss WWE's ass or anything like that. Like, we give our honest opinions, and I am going to watch AEW Dynamite next week. I'm going to continue to watch it. I'm going to continue to find things that I like about AEW. That's just where I'm at with it. I'm not quitting on AEW. But this episode was what it was. It was not good. It was not enjoyable. I did not enjoy it at all.
Yeah, I'm there with you, man. But I think they'll bring it around. They got enough talent to do it, so.
Guys, I am worried that I just got a gut feeling that the I don't know if it'll be the main event match, but I got a feeling that MJF and his next opponent for Dynasty is going to be Darby Allin.
Please stop, Tony.
Please,
I
no.
really, I really think that's where they're going for Dynasty.
The sad part about it is I don't disagree with him, voice. I think he might be right, dude. I think OG's right, dude. I hate that he's right, but I think that he's right.
I told you never to mention that name in my classroom again.
I don't want to hear his name. I do not want to hear Darby Allin's name. Damn, I said it. Damn it.
Yeah, damn you. Damn you.
Damn it. Oh, man. All right. But once again, like I said, we're going to come back next week.
You're probably right, Tony.
But I will say this. Guys, next week, we are literally a week away. OG, a week away, voice. The Expo. Squared Circle Expo is coming up. We have already got some great guests that we have announced. We've already announced that Voice will be there hosting an ECW watch along. Annie O'Neill will be there to do an episode of the Bouquet of Legacy. We're going to get some time from the big flexer, Alexis Littlefoot, and that's not all. We still have many announcements leading up to the expo and social media news that we're going to break for you guys out there in the household. It's about to get real loaded in the household here pretty soon. We'll give you more information on that in the next week or so. But yeah, this expo is going to be amazing. I'm excited for it. It is a week away. We're going to continue to talk about that. This Sunday, we have Ed Gonzalez, promoter of the Squared Circle Expo. He is going to be on the Sunday house party to talk Expo, the last Sunday house party before the Expo. And man, we're riding and we are cruising right into it. And I cruise it over to my man over here, OG, one of the hardest working men in podcasting, with my man, The Voice. These two guys just grind all the time when it comes to podcasting. So definitely, for real talk, happy to be on the call with two dudes that are working hard, busting their ass, doing the shows, doing the work, and talking about some wrestling. And for that respect that I have, I got to give it to the OG and let him plug anything that he wants to plug. Tony, where can they catch you at?
Well, tonight at 8 p.m., we got Gonzo Sports Room, Face or Heel Pro Wrestling Talk, again, 8 p.m. And then at 10 p.m., we have Gonzo Sports Room. We'll, of course, be talking NCAA basketball and a lot of stuff. We'll be talking a little NASCAR, a little bit of everything. So check us out for that.
Man, I love what Gonzo Sports Room does. Always love working with those cats. Hopefully we can get Gonzo Chris on a little bit more. He's a great dude. I love what he was doing coming on here. Voice was just so complimentary of his time last week on the AEW Dynamite show, and Chris is always welcome on here. He's definitely a chip off the block of OG, and I love both those cats for sure. Great guys. Voice, you already know, bro, it is your time. We are a week away from the Expo, Voice. Where can they catch you in everything that you're doing?
All right, fans. So he said it already. We're going to have Gonzo here hopefully next Thursday. We've thrown it out to Tony to give the message to him. Put out the feelers. We had a great time with Chris. I love his insight. And what really impressed me, Tony, was the fact that he said he hadn't been watching full episodes up until this. He took it seriously. And that, to me, that lets me know that he's walking in some great footsteps that you've laid in front of him, man. So congratulations on that. And hopefully we get him here because it'll be probably 6:15. I don't know what my schedule is, but that's usually my drop-off time. But I will be here. We will be talking AEW Dynamite and recapping it. At least you will see me and OG Tony. That's a guarantee. And then I will be off that next morning to go down to the Squared Circle Expo and meet up with the team and get ready for that afternoon to just light the world on fire with this voice, this network, and all our friends. But if you want to stay in touch with what we do, we also have the last Tuesday Night Raw, Monday Night Raw recap before the Expo with me, Kevin Calloway, And we've been in talks. We might be having the boss drop in. There's a possibility. So watch your Monday Night Raw so you can come and talk with us and we can have a discussion about it. That's Tuesday at 6 p.m. Outside of that, there's a fun fucking show that we do. It's the ECW Watch Along. It's a fun series. It's a great series. It's a fun time. So come and join us. That's where me and Howse, we watch ECW. And what we're in the middle of now is the rivalries. We had a great one that we just went through. Shane Douglas and Cactus Jack of ECW. Some of the best promo works. Ricochet, you want to work on a promo? Go watch that series. It's a great one.
Talk to Cactus Jack. That dude. I'd run through a wall for that dude.
Dude, that is exactly who you need to get behind. He will teach you how to negotiate a promo. But that one was great, and guess what? We gave you what you could be looking out for the next one. It's the Mike Awesome and Spike Dudley feud. We're going to see a lady get her teeth knocked out of her head. No lie. It's in the storyline. Mike Awesome is a brutal mother guy. He's big, he's bad, he has the judge with him. And Spike Dudley, he is the underdog that everybody loved back then. My mom wore a Spike Dudley shirt. That's how much she loved that dude. And he was also known as the pit bull of the Dudleys. They kicked his ass out of the Dudleys because he was the bully. So come and join me there with Howse and the fun that we created. This expo, and I'm going to hand it right back over to Howse, but this expo is going to be fantastic. There are so many great talents, indie darlings that you follow, that you love, that you follow on the socials. They're going to be a part of In Your House. We are going to get a moment with them, a live moment. So be tuned into us. Check out what we're doing. See who we're talking about. Support them. Kick us around. Let's build this community up to where next year they might name it the In Your House Expo. Who knows? A boy can dream, Howse. A boy can dream.
Hey, I'm dreaming of that too, man. But listen, dude, I feel like sometimes I feel like a broken record, but I don't care. I really don't care. I'm in awe of what this team is doing. I'm in awe of what this team is doing. Once again, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I am proud of the people on this team. I just am. Like, to be able to have somebody like Voice who's doing amazing work on the production side of things, and I know he's going to bring us an amazing an amazing ECW watch along to prepare for the expo, because we are doing an ECW watch along at the expo. I'm super excited for that, and I know Voice is going to bring something hard for the expo.
Guilty as charged.
No pressure, bro, but it's got to be. And here's the thing. You deliver heat each and every week, so I'm not worried about it. But we got to bring some heat for the ECW watch along at the expo.
Oh, we will.
I know we will. Annie's coming back. She's feeling hungry. She's fired up. Hype has been absolutely, like, I know a lot of you guys that have been watching for a long time are used to seeing Hype on screen. The work that Cat is doing behind off screen is not to say that he doesn't contribute on screen and is a great on screen personality here, but what he's doing off screen to help what we're about to be doing at the expo is exponentially better than what he was bringing on screen, just because it helps the expo. We're going to get him back on Sunday, and I'm super excited to get him back and get his thoughts on everything going on, because we enjoy having him on the show and I love talking to my bro. But what he's doing behind the scenes is super important. Kevin's going to come ready to go with that insight. He's established performer who knows how to speak in front of a crowd. He's not going to have a problem. I mean, this is crazy, man. This is crazy, man. Glenn, we'd love to have OG there. If he was there for the expo, he's on the show, bro. Like, period.
Oh, yeah.
To me, he's
OG,
in
I
your
got
house.
a stool for you.
Yeah, to me, he's in your house, bro. Like, that's how I see it. But all I've been doing, OG, Voice, household, all I've been doing for the last week is tirelessly working towards making this amazing. I'm tired, boss. I'm not gonna lie. I'm tired, boss. I'm super tired, and I've already told Voice off air. Saturday, I'm gonna be completely shut down. Like I'm going
Yeah.
to just enjoy. I'm gonna be starting my vacation after Saturday. I don't go back to my shoot job into the 1st of April, and Saturday I'm going to try to shut down all Expo stuff and just try to relax because I've been losing sleep getting graphics ready, getting merch set up, getting backdrops and ring or aprons for the table. I want this to be perfect for the team. The expo is super important for what In Your House is doing. We're making some important transactions to up our social media presence. That's going to be something I'm going to be announcing to you guys in the next couple of weeks. Something new is rolling out on the social media for In Your House, and it's already active. And you're right, Glenn, no sleep, man. No sleep, bro. I'm tired,
No
bro.
sleep till the expo.
Hey, real quick, guys. I wanted to tell
Yes,
you,
sir. Yes, sir.
I am extremely proud of you guys, what you guys are doing, and I'm excited. I'm excited for you guys, and I know you guys are going to knock it out of the park. I'm gonna try to maybe make it one day.
Please do.
And
We,
we'll
we
see.
hope
want
so.
to. If
We'll
you
see.
make it, to the expo, come to our table. You're on the show. You're on the show.
Yeah.
No
Easily.
problem. But just in case if I don't, make sure that you take time while you're there. Don't get too busy, and make sure you guys smell the roses. Make sure you enjoy yourself. Don't get so
Yeah.
busy that you get caught up, because that's easy to do.
Yeah.
That's easy to
You're
do.
right.
So make sure you smell the roses, because you guys deserve this, man. 100%.
Thank you, Tony.
That
And if
means
you
a
come
lot.
Saturday, you can join us for that dinner to where we do
I would
stop and smell the roses.
love for Tony to join us for a celebratory dinner. Because once again, to me, OG's In Your House, bro. Like that's how.
Easily.
Like, thank you for the words, though.
But
It's
yes, thank
truly
you,
appreciate
Tony.
it.
That
Truly
really
appreciate it.
appreciate it, man.
Hey, I truly mean it, guys. I think you guys are fantastic. You guys know, before I came on the show, I was watching all you guys' stuff, commenting all the
Yep.
time. I love it. You know, if I'm not watching pro wrestling, I'm watching podcasts. Either you guys or some other people, because I try to learn. I like to get different takes. Whether I agree with the takes or not, don't make a difference. Because you
Yeah.
can learn stuff. Even if I don't agree with that take, I can learn from it.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
100%, man.
yeah, man. Truly appreciate it, man. That gives me warm fuzzies right here, man. It's because we're really busting ass. I love this team. I don't got no problem saying it. Like I was talking to some buddies or whatever, talking about what we're doing and stuff. And I'm not gonna lie, I got emotional talking about Voice, Hype, Annie, Kevin, and I'm like, I cannot believe these people are moving with me on this dream, and it's cool as fuck. It's cool as fuck, and it's all part of the work. And that's HOWSE, and the W stands for work. So, for OG Tony Gonzalez from Gonzo Sports Room, Gonzo Wrestling Room, for the Voice, Josh Joseph, and the whole team here at In Your House, I'm Alakon, the Con Man House, here to remind you to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day. We'll see you Sunday. Peace.
Dynamite, 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 dynamite.